Okay guys, so good evening and welcome again to this episode. In today's episode we will extract the next support and resistances for Shiba Inu, and also will forecast the next movements. So guys, before you analyze any charts, I told you that already. Okay, just make sure one thing in your chart. Okay, how does the chart behave? Do we have, for example, pump and then a dump? Or we have, for example, you can say, how do we call that? Parabolic trend, I think. Okay, and then a pump. Okay, or we have just simply a pump, then consolidation, kind of an accumulation, then another pump. This is what happens in Shiba Inu. Okay, and we hope it continues at least for 3 phases or 4 phases. So this is our first phase here, guys. Okay, you have to simply to learn how to divide, okay, the charts, and also have your looks very simple. Okay, just don't use moving averages and Fibonacci, and you don't even know how the market behaves in this currency or in this chart. Simply just make sure how the market behaves. Okay, do we have, for example, pumps and dumps? Do we have some accumulation phases then pumps? Okay, just make sure for that, and you can simply just repeatedly have that in your charts, and you can forecast everything very simple, guys. Here, okay, just remember to keep everything simple, and I promise you will have your big targets achieved. Okay, simply here, for example, there is a top here or resistance. Then after the breakouts, what do we have? We had some kind of a retest, rebound, some people call the rebound, and then the market continues its movements. Then guys, before, okay, achieving the 0.0001, okay, or some people call 10,000, I think, depends on how you can read these numbers. So make sure, guys, to prevent the correct numbers, like for example, okay, $1, $10, okay, $50. You know, the human brain use this frequently, these numbers, so the algorithm knows that you will set your targets at 0.0001. So what they simply do is getting their monies out of that number before achieving these numbers. Okay, many people were waiting for the 0.0001. Then what happens? We had a dump before this number. Make sure, guys, make sure to prevent this kind of numbers. Remember here, guys, okay, after the breakouts of the 1000, we had a strong pump. You can see here, this is a sign. Okay, this is a sign. After the breakouts, what we have? Simply another pump. So guys, I think everything is looking so simple, and what we have now is a dump. Then this is our mother wave here, okay, and then we will have an inside waves. Okay, inside waves, you have this resistance here. After the breakouts, 100% we will burn another 0 or decrease another 0 or delete. I don't know how you guys spell it correctly. So based on the Fibonacci levels, we can have another forecast. Just make sure, guys, to adjust the Fibonacci with the lines, okay, and with the resistances, so you can have your correct movement. So like that. Okay, I think instead of 0.88 we will replace it with the 0.75. okay, so like I told you, prevent this kind of normal numbers like 1, 10, okay, $10, $1, $5. So we have a full, okay, first circle, then we have 50%, 25%, and 75%. So that's how the market behaves. Okay, that's why I added this number here. So okay, microphone touched me. In my opinion, guys, I think we will have one level, okay, as a target, and then final movements here. Okay, also for the short-term targets, so from this level all the way to this level, 100% probably, or we can have another 1000% as a level. So guys, just keep the Fibonacci in your chart and keep watching, have your coffee and keep watching your targets. So where and when we can buy, in your opinion? Guys, I think it's not something very hard to identify, or based on the timing, simply you can use one thing, okay? When you see some behavior next to your moving average lows, okay, I mean like that, for example, some kind of false breakout like what happens here, or probably just one touch and then a pump. When you see the market plays next to this target, you can simply buy 50% of your capital or your balance, and then you can add another 50% if the market goes all the way down, rebounding, or sorry, retouching this level here, which is the, I think, 4,000. Okay, this is how we trade, and this is how we made money this year's, or last year's at least. So guys, there is nothing else we can discuss. We're still in consolidation, okay? Then we can have another target here, 0.001, I think, is our next target, guys, for Shiba. Remember, guys, this coin, or this token, sorry, will have good opportunities for you, and just simply make sure to invest low amounts at least, and leave it, okay? Leave it for the future. Probably it can have something you didn't expect, like Bitcoin, guys. Last year's, I mean, in 2010, 2011, no one expected Bitcoin will have this kind of strange and powerful movements. Yeah, no one expected, actually. Based on the technical analysis, we can identify markets, but no one will believe this actually happens. So if I told you, for example, now Shiba will visit, for example, $1, you would say, hey, you're crazy. We need a market cap like, you know, philosophy. But after that, if you see Shiba in $1, you will regret you didn't buy at least $10 for, or a value of Shiba. So I think, guys, this is everything. In my opinion, invest something and forget it in this coin or this token, because we can see some strange and powerful movements hidden actually inside this token, and I don't want you to lose opportunity. So based on technical analysis, we can see some kind of what we call accumulation phase, okay, based just on technical analysis. Based on the fundamentals, you can see, guys, that people are buying big amounts, and also they are burning big amounts. So if you see Shiba maybe next year's in $0.50, so just don't have any kind of strange feelings or something like that. Believe it or not, I think it's not something easy for this token. So in my opinion, just don't put all your money in this token. Just invest something you can afford to lose, and you can forget for the next years. This is my advice, guys, for you. Thank you very much for having a like button or touching the like button. You can have a comments. I'm sorry if I commit any English mistakes, because this language is not either the second or the first. Okay, I think it's the third or even the fourth language in my country. So thank you, guys, and have a good day.